Hello, everybody. We're trying this, see what happens. Eh, if it happens, it happens. It don't. It's all the same to me. Getting a late start. Hey, Geo Killer, what's up, brother? I'm gonna have to shave. Looking kind of hairy. Oh, Johnny's Garage. Doug. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Thought I'd jump in here late in tonight. Trying to get everything. Hey, Mama. Trying to get everything going and seeing what I can do. Trying to get my chat to pull up and figure out how to do it. A 507 cam for you, Briggs. That'd be sweet, Gio. Let me see if I can pull the chat up where I can see it a little better. All right. Got the sound off. Now my chat will pull up. There we go. Now, how do I make it big enough where I can see it? Got 6 people in here. Sweet. 2 thumbs up. Appreciate it, guys. I'm using my daughter's these are skull candies. Hey Johnny, how you doing, buddy? I'm gonna go back and catch your ride here in a few minutes. I tried to leave a thumbs up, but my phone's acting goofy, so I'm trying to work with the phone and this somewhat dead computer. Oh man. So what's everybody been into this day? I'm just gonna be on for a few minutes. Said I'd come on live tonight, and I thought I'd give it a try. Yeah. You got your map from Five Below. Well, that's good. I got one that I'm gonna try and do an experiment with if I can get this off. Yeah. Uh, I had talked to a good friend tonight about not deleting his channel and all his stuff. Oh, and while I'm at it, reason all my stuff was pulled off of my channel is on a copyright infringement. The music that I had on all my intros on it, the guy that done the music and had it listed for free decided he wanted his music back, so they hit me with copyright infringement. Not a strike or nothing, just an infringement, a violation, I guess is the way you'd call it. And they appreciate that, Dorito. They hit me for the infringement, and if I ever do get enough members or whatever to become monetized, any money that my channel had made would automatically went over to those people. So now all my videos that's got stuff on it, as far as my intro and stuff like that, I have to go back and recreate a new intro for, if I can figure out how, and delete the old intro and make a new one. And I'm probably going to write my own music for that one. So, and as far as everyone else is concerned, the friend I was talking about that was going to delete everything and forget it, I told him not to. And that's Twisted R. He was going to delete it, quit YouTube and everything. And I told him no. Well, hello, Cooter. Roll Tide, Cooter. Roll Tide. I still got to get Doug his Atlanta Cup, though. But I got a bunch of phone calls and stuff about the Small Engine Nation. No, I'm not quitting Small Engine Nation. Small Engine Nations is going to be a good thing. I started to just forget it all. I did do that. But I've got too much time, too much money invested in all this stuff. I bought the drone. I bought the little video camera, the 360 camera. The laptop I'm using. It could be, oh, hey, Peeper Dome, Sam's Garage. Glad to see you here. And I just got too much invested just to give up on YouTube. But like I said, my video streams and stuff, the reason I pulled all that down was because of the copyright infringement. And I've got to come up with my own music or whatever on that. So I'm going to go back and write my own music if I can get these old crippled fingers to flex enough to do it. So they can't say, well, you've copied my music. Well, I'm not going to do that. And I got, let me grab it here. Oh, does this new camera make me look fat-headed? The old faithful dog laying at my feet. Hang on just a minute. Oh, great, I just lost it all. No, Sam, they don't, they kind of, hello, El Camino Life Forever, glad to see you, brother. But no, Sam, the music, there we go. On YouTube, they'll hit you for a copyright infringement. And if you ever do get big enough to where they can monetize you, the ones that you're using that music on can get your money. As long as you're low level like I am, I ain't got that many followers. All they can do is say later on that, hey, they're going to sell the music off your channel to help them. That's what they was doing to me. But so that's from what I've read on it. They, I don't know. So they can't say nothing if I write my own music. Or I don't think they could. But I'm gonna keep on with the Small Engine Nation stuff. I'm gonna do my own stuff, my own channel. I'm gonna watch all my friends, watch their channels grow. You have to use YouTube. Hey, Doug, that YouTube music is what I was using, and then that's what they got me for. Hello, MX Guru. How you doing, man? Yeah, that's a good thing because they'll fuss at you on it, Sam. They sure will. Uh, I don't never expect to grow any bigger than what I am. Maybe someday I will. Uh, this is the little 360 action cam thing I got. If This is a Vivitar 360. It's got two lenses, and it also has two mics, so it can pick up from both sides. One's a low level, and one's a high level. You got a low level for behind you, and then you've got a high level for the front. You can't really see it on this, but this is the one I got. Yeah, Doug, it's going to go in the shop, and it's also action cam. It just unfastens. It's got a little camera mount. You get a lot of you get a handlebar attachment. You get. I will, El Camino. I sure will. Hello, Heimlich. Appreciate it. Hello, Polar Bear Ed. Good to see you. But yeah, it's just a little action cam. It's got a digital display, record button stuff on top. It comes with a watch, so you can zoom in, zoom out. It works off the Wi-Fi on my phone, and something else it done. I can't remember. And it gives you a timestamp for your videos, your dates, and all that. And you get it's called a 360 app. Hello, One Wheel E. I'm not used to this stupid thing here. But, yeah, somebody, El Camino Live, yeah, okay, it popped up. I got used to that touch screen and not this computer stuff. And it's kind of confusing because, well, hi, Maya. How you been doing, girl? Good to see you, kiddo. Hadn't got to talk to you in a while. Glad you could join my stream. Hope everything's good for you and hope you had a good Christmas. Maya she's a real sweet young lady. Just got a good heart. I think a lot of her. I talk to her from time to time on what is that thing called? I can't remember. Anyway, but like I said, I got this little action cam, and if it works out right and I mount it right, I'm hoping it'll give me. I hadn't really got to try it, but I hope when I'm doing ride videos and stuff like that, I can capture the front and what's behind me. And according to the view and angle and everything, it's supposed to give you a full 360 degrees. So maybe if I maybe, just maybe, I can, when I get to learn how to work the software and stuff for it, maybe I can get some good videos on this stuff. I do have some videos coming up pretty quick. I'm gonna get out the mini crawler and try it out. If the mud's killing me, the rain and stuff's killing me, I can't try it. I got one plate to finish up on it and a heel rest. And I do need to get a better seat for it. I don't like that seats on it, but it is what it is. And we got all the new tires on it. It's been completely rewired. Uh, New regulator, all that. Hello, Craig. How you doing, brother? But I'm trying to get everything straightened out. I do owe everyone an apology for blowing my cool. Didn't mean to do that. It's just me. Anybody else that's watching, know from my heart I apologize for it. Oh, I ain't going nowhere, Craig. I'm too dadgum stubborn for that. You know that. Ah, it's all good. It'll be fine. I'm going to do a review on it, Pull a Bear Edge. I mean, it come from Walmart. It was 69 bucks. This is just a sit stand it come with, and I thought it kind of awkward looking when I first saw it, but it gives it a good stability. I know that, Doug, I do. But I'm gonna give a review on this. I've got I found a Bluetooth microphone that plugs actually into your phone, so when you're doing videos, that it's just a little lapel mic you put on it. I'm so usually so soft spoken that people can't hear me on the videos when I make videos. And you make a new account, Maya? That's good to know. But I'm kind of soft spoken, kind of backwards, I guess. Hey, Craig, we're putting that behind us. We're starting over in the new. That's why I titled it A New Day, A New Beginning. All that's gone, all of it's left. Just throw it behind us. I'm not deserting my brotherhood. I'm friends, will try to my best to be friends with anyone and everyone. To get all the parts for my 5 horsepower brakes, I want it's gonna cost 600. What kind of parts do you need, Gio? Maybe I can help you on that. I've got some of my racing stuff left, and from back in the day, everything's went crazy on race parts. Okay, I'll see what I find. I'll see if I've got some cams. But that's the whole point of it. Is unite as a whole. And that's what it's all about, helping each other. Oh, El Camino, I went over to pick up our parts today, or called about it, went by. His son come in with an injunction stopping me from picking up what was left to me in the wheel. And because he don't want me to have it. And yep, hashtag Small Engine Nation, hashtag Tard Squad Adventures, or Tard Squad, and everybody. If you got your little group, throw it in there. We all one family and all friends. Piston rods I'm ordering from me for the twins. Oh, wow. Yeah, them B twins full of bears expensive. Well, even the hello dirty operations, even the doggone uh well, what hurt me was the 32 Ford through window coupe it was left. And that was what it was all about. He didn't want me to have it. And I told him I wasn't worried about that. Just let me have the parts. And he said, nope, you ain't getting nothing of it. So that's fine. That's all water under the bridge. New day, new beginning. I'm going for the gusto. I'm going to do all I can. They want me to start working over, start putting in a bunch more time up there where I'm at. They're hollering 14, 16-hour days coming up. Yeah, them. Who you getting to do your cam pull a bear? Who's making the cams, or where can you get cams at? Because I've got a big twin and I've got a couple of singles I need cams for also. The ignition systems, I've got a pair of igniter coils I want to fix. See, back in the day, uh, on the 5 horse power Briggs engines, instead of running the adjustable flywheel key, I would cut the tabs off and take a piece of aluminum and mount it, and then I'd have slots in that, and I could make my coil adjustable, so I could set my timing on that. And that way I could advance and retard my timing off of that, and I had it set up on a screw so I could sit there and tweak it all. I'll have to hunt that thing up and show you what I'm talking about. That's when we was running, I think it was a Homelight chainsaw coils on them. Oh, I'll be there, Craig. Yeah, I'm just me. There's some of them old school tricks I forgot about, and I've been going through some of my stuff in the building and finding parts and pieces from back in the day. Uh, I wished I could find my chrome gas tank and chrome covers I used to run on my racing cart. I had the flathead go-karts that I had chrome covers made up and chrome gas tanks. And then my exhaust, it was chrome. I ran a modified head on it that would allow it, instead of the spark plug over the valves on the flathead 5 horse bridge, I moved it to the center of the top of the piston, and then I done the spark plug tilt cut, and then that would allow me to direct center firing on my spark plug, and then I'd index my spark plug. Oh, it's going to be on YouTube, peepers. You can bet. And there's a lot of little tricks that you can do that will allow you to gain 2 or 3 horsepower. Hello, brother Twisted. And like I said, you're not going anywhere. I'm not going to allow it. Nobody here is going to allow it. All this crap's behind us. Like I said earlier, I apologize. And we're all good. It's under the water's washed away now. It's done went downstream, and I ain't worried about nothing no more. Nothing like that. It's over with. New day, new beginning. I just got to sit down and figure out how to make intros for all them new videos. As bad as I hate to. It took me just that little short clip, as illiterate as I am on this stuff. It took me about a day. Yeah. Well, it's just not one community, it's all communities. It's the way I'm having to look at it. I mean, for us to grow, we have to not just be one community, we have to work with all the communities no matter what. It's one hand washes the other. That's me. That's that's my thoughts on it. Trying to think. Back in the day, Puller Bear, I made a cam. I'm trying to remember how I done that. I turned the exhaust into the intake and the intake into the exhaust on a small engine one time, so I could make it run the opposite direction. Well, that didn't last long because I wouldn't think about the oil slinger. But an engine is nothing more than an air compressor. It has to get air in and air out. You just throw in a spark plug and ignite the gas and it'll run. And to, but as far as a reverse grind, I've never really tried it. That cam I welded up, it was the way I had it made.
Where's my phone charger that my phone was plugged into?
Right here, dear.
Uh-huh.
I'll bring it back in a minute.
Uh-huh.
I'm in trouble again, guys. I swapped Mama's phone charger because my battery was dying. But I'll bring it back in a minute. But back to what I was talking about. I hologram some. as it come around, yeah, as it come around, I hollow ground the sides of it, and that way on one side, the other side, as it went across for the second stroke, it kept it open. But I had it to where by it hollow ground on one side, the harder you twist it, it would actually ramp up off the cam and throw the valve higher than what the cam was specified to be. Yeah, Mama got on me, and you have to balance your springs out when you do that, so it don't loft it too high and bend the valve. But you got to have them weak enough to where it can throw it too, and that's what I always called my cheater cam. But that's Lord, that's back in the '70s when I was fooling with that stuff so much. Early '80s. The rods, I'd put the rods in the oven and bake them to relax the stress points in the rods. Uh, oh, hey, Miss Kathy, how you doing? Thank you. I appreciate that. But I would bake the rods and relieve the stress in them. I would chamfer the upper oil hole and the lower oil hole on the stock rods so they'd have more oil capacity. And then I would cut releasing the sides so far down on each side so the oil could disperse more over the top of the crank. And that's how I got by with running a stock rod and twisting it so hard. A stock rod, what fails on them when you twist them so hard, there's not enough oil can get down in the hole on it to keep it lubricated. And the oil hole slicks because it's getting dry, and that would allow it to lock up, freeze the crank, and break, weld itself to the crank. I know that's useless information to some folks, but some folks might find it interesting. I had one I built that was pushing more horsepower than what it should, but because I took it and had it dynoed at the local, we got a local small engine racing kart engine company here in Jasper, and I took it and had it bench flowed up there in his shop after I got done with my flows and stuff, and then I had it dynoed out. And when yeah, now we used to cut the oil slingers down on them, and then there was one engine I made that I changed it from the oil slinger. I completely made one. I got a hold of some spring steel and made one. And instead of just the little two ears sticking out, I actually made a little scoop on, twisted it, and made a scoop on it. Well, I found out real quick you have to, yeah. Well, I always cheated on the wrist pins. I used to know what piston it was, but it come out of a lawnmower. Okay, my phone is down 15%, and it's not charging. Might ought to plug the thing up. I'm going to make it work. But Pardon for the big hands across the screen. I forgot to do it. Okay. Make sure I'm charging. I'm charging. That's good. Uh, took a piston out of one of the big old-fashioned saws and cut them on the wrist pin sides and used a roller bearing on that. And then I would modify the center top of the rod to where it would accept the smaller wrist pin for the it would accept the wrist pin for the doggone chainsaw motor. And you'd insert a roller bearing in it. And there's one out there that'll fit it. I can't remember the numbers and stuff on them, but it would turn it into a full floater on top. That thing would twist up pretty good. And then the camshaft, to do away with that, you cut it around the center, slide a piece of aluminum over the top of it, weld it in on the front and back case, and then you center punch it, just take and cut it out and slide a roller bearing in there on both sides. And they make a one-way roller bearing you can put in there, but so the engine can't kick back on you. And that works out pretty good too. Yeah, they twist a whole lot quicker. I want to make someday I want to make my own rod and do full roller bearings for the crank and the doggone wrist pins and try that. I just need to sit down, design it, and get on it, I guess. I've heat treated my cranks. There was a chrome shop up in Tennessee. They're closed now. But where my surfaces was on the crank, where the bearing ran on it, they would actually grind it down and build it back up, and it'd be chrome around there. And that's some of the gun. Now that was slick. And it would twist pretty high doing that. Everybody knows what chrome and oil does. It just uncut heads, unmodified heads. I had one, the cam lift was high in it. I had to cut valve release in the head just to get the clearance for the cam. And then it was on a super modified cart. But the next one I'm going to build a vertical shaft and try it. Are you leaving, Cooter? You ain't got to go, man. We'll just get them started good. Nah, everybody, I hate I got started so late tonight. It was, I was digging around for phone chargers and computer chargers and everything else. We'll see you later, Cooter. You have a good evening. Glad you could stop in. Yeah, we're trying. I need to hunt my old block up I used to mock up with and stuff and all that, and dig that out and clean it up and get it ready. And maybe someday I can pass it on where somebody else can get some use out of it that likes playing with these flatheads. Or, oh, ow. Pardon for the ding. Uh, Ron up here, when I downloaded that one, I knowed him real good back in the day, and he let me go in his shop, and he helped me flow bench it, and put it on the dyno and dyno it out, and he didn't charge me but $25, which I thought that was pretty good. Now I don't know what it costs dyno, and he'd let me experiment with different carburetors, like in the late 70s, early 80s, I was pulling the carburetors off the CT70 Hondas and sticking them on 5 horsepower Briggs. And I finally worked on up to a 125 Honda and made an adapter and run it on a 5 horse Briggs. It didn't overgas it, but it was a fun thing to ride. It tickled me. My dad and my neighbor, they was getting their dirt bikes out and riding. Want to know if I wanted to ride? I said, no, I'm gonna try out my cart. And they got on the road, and I come up behind them, and I was puttering along behind them. And I got tired of riding behind them. I just gonna open it up, see what I'd do. I warped out the side of them, cut down on it, and passed by them like they were sitting still, and them sitting there cruising about 25, 30 mile an hour. And pulled back in front of them, shot up the road, and then I cut up the other highway and went up by the church, out Pine Grove Church, up through there. And they had clocked it at one point at, I think it was 65 mile an hour on a race frame I had. It was fun. And a buddy of mine got to wanting it, so I sold it all to him. Hello, Horses Shop. Glad you could come in, brother. And he got to wanting it, I sold it to him, and I told him not to let his sister ride it because she'd get hurt on it. He said, it's just no 5 horsepower Briggs. I said, no, it's not. I said, it's got more power in it than you think it has. And she got on it one day while she come home first from school and got on it. And she cut down on it and lost it. And she went over a bank that was about 20 foot in the air. And wound up breaking her legs and her arms and a bunch of ribs and stuff. It messed her up pretty bad. 2 or 3 days later, he called me and told me to come get it. That he didn't want it no more. That's old memories. I didn't have nothing to do. I figured you'd be turning wood. Hello, Tractor. How you doing, brother? Hello, Buster Tim. How you? But that's just me talking. You guys want to know anything about me or anything like that? Just ask. I'm just old lonesome, and that's all I'll ever be. I appreciate that, Buster. I do. I'm glad you come in. I haven't been on many YouTube channels lately. I'm gonna have to try and catch back up. Just been at work. I went in, I think it was like 6 o'clock or something like that. I can't remember for sure. And got off 6 Friday. I was there way before everybody else was. Had to be Excuse me. Had to build the upper cylinder on that big long reach Volvo. Fight with it. And but everybody wants to just if you feel like asking a question or saying something to me, go ahead. Like I said, I'm always open book. All right, Twisty. You truck 'em safe, brother. I'm sorry about that, Peepers. You gonna have to quit yawning too, though. Oh man. Oh. It will be a horse chasing uh, Miller fly. He hates them. All right, Matt. You guys gonna have to quit yawning too. Yes, Ma. You can ask. What do you want to ask? Bathroom was used for storage, and I've been working at cleaning it out. Well, it's always good. I hope you get your little shop set up. Uh, I still like to see something on the project you've been doing. I hadn't had time to watch them. I'll have to go catch up with them. It's excuse me, pathetic. Yes, Miss May, you should start your stream again. I think you should anyway. Little streams and stuff. I sure do. You're a pretty good youngin'. I think the last one. Did, what, did I weld? Yeah, I weld. I was certified steam fitter. Got my internet's a crud. Let me get this off of that. Maybe getting hot, maybe what it is. But yeah, I do TIG, mix stick, uh, and acetylene welding. What size shanks on your router bits, horse? I can't wait to see you get that new bandsaw out and running. But I do welding. I'm not supposed to, but I do painting on account of my breathing. Uh, well, anything mechanical I've learned to do over the years. Painting and all that. I've done pad work. I've done tinsmith work. I've done carpentry. I've done a little bit of everything. My dad always told me as you growing up, if you learn anything and everything you can, that you can always get a job. Now he was right on it. I've done a little bit of everything, even laid carpet. Now that's rough on your knees. Oh, that's good. Good. You can give me some pointers, Miss Kathy. I haven't done the signs. Oh, Yeah, I now signs I like. I sure do. I've done. Hello, Breezy. Glad to see you. I'm behind on this here chat thing. I'm not used to it. Yeah, yeah. Harbor Freight. I got some. You leaving, Doug? Uh, but guys, check each other out and check each other's channels out. And if it's something you're into, go ahead and like, subscribe them. Well, good night, Doug. Tell my mom night night for me. Maybe I'll get to come over soon. We're going to try to anyway. I'll just have to see what falls ahead. But, yeah, what I'd like to get is a CNC plasma cutter. Now, I'd like to have one of them. That would be nice to have. I run one at up at B&R Sheet Metals back in the day, and I got to where I could program it pretty good, and I'd cut all kinds of different things out on it. I think that's what that was, a True Cut. It was something similar to that. It sure was, Craig. And then I would run we had, it was an automated machine make the duct work. And it would go through and cut all your, it would put your ribs in it. It would stamp it for pre-bends. It would cut the shape out. And all you had to do was fold it over and just knock it together. The worst part I hated about tinsmiths when you'd have to line the ducts. And you'd have to spray glue and use those. They had a tack pen machine. You spray it down with glue, and then that machine was tack weld it to the stuff and keep it coming off. And then I run the machine that made the round pipe ducking. And so, what kind of work do you do, Kathy? If you don't mind me asking, but I seen you you do TIG work where you work at. Yeah. Make sure Matt drives safe, especially in the Elko. Well, we all know that. All right, Buster Tim, good night to you, and give me a holler when you get a chance, brother. We good. Don't worry about that. I always got the boys in the back. You in your truck. Okay. Oh, has he got his tore apart working on it again? Need to. I was hoping I could get all them parts, 'cause he needs them for his car, but unfortunately, that's the way life goes. Why do I know that name, Kathy? I know that name from Summers. I can't place where. Tenco Welding. I know that name. I'll remember it 4 hours later. Yeah, but I know the name Tenco. Just can't place where. I'll remember it directly. Uh, let's see what man. Buddy of mine lived up in Indiana for a while. His name was uh, Chris Roper. It seemed like he might have worked up there for a little bit. But I know that name pretty good. Oh, that's good, tractor. A Honda go-kart motor. That's going to be sweet. What are you going to build with it? Or is that going to go on your other ride? Well, guys, we're approaching that 1 hour mark. At least it survived. My phone hadn't quit yet. I'm trying to talk. We've got a Yamaha golf cart at work. We used to run between the buildings. Well, I have been known to drive it out the road and across the road to Burger King to pick up dinner on and back across too, but not supposed to be doing that. But I've been trying to talk them into getting a 420 motor or something like that and throw on that golf cart to see what we could do with it. Because that motor, it's beginning to make racket on the bottom end on it. Hey, Horace, why don't you do a Friday stream? That'd be pretty good. That'd be neat. I'd like to see you run the bandsaw and stuff. I sure would. And I still want to do a walk around of that bad boy 72 volt electric 4-wheel drive buggy. One of the bosses has got. And get his take on it and what he thinks about it. I didn't have to work this Saturday. I got done with that cylinder job. They looked at me, and I was the last one there closing up, made sure everything's locked up. They looked at me and said, I'll see you Monday. I said, I'll be there. Your first job project will be a bow tie. Well, that'd be neat. I'll trade you the 14 horsepower Biggs go-kart frame. Which go-kart frame you want? Tractor. That Scorpion is kind of being in the middle of a makeover, you could say. I'm doing a live stream tonight on my phone puller bear. I don't have Wi-Fi here at home. I don't have internet here in the house. And I ain't got internet in the shop. And I've been just using my phone to do it with. And it works pretty good till my phone overheats. Okay, Papers, it's your time to yawn. But, guys, we got 15 watching. I appreciate you. Well, we dropped down to 13. I still appreciate you coming in here. And I'll check out them pictures here in a minute. But I got this Wi-Fi on the phone. I've got like maybe a bar or two, maybe two, and I have to position it a certain way, and I can't let it get hot or it'll shut off. I'm surprised it's lasted this long tonight because I'm pulling my phone and pulling my computer off the phone while I'm doing this, and oh man, I'm fixing to have to get off here and get ready to lay down for the night. Yeah, them engine parts gets expensive too, Puller Bear. You guys put a lot of money in them engines you got. I'm a poor boy, I can't afford to put that much into it. I got a few more pieces I'd like to get for the shop. I want to make a power hammer, and I want to build me a forge, and I want to build a furnace so I can smelt my own metal and stuff. And try that. I got some stuff I want to do some pouring on and learn how to pour metal. I've got some of the old school aluminum go-kart pedals and stuff left and right. And I want to recast some new ones of those. I'd like to get to where I could make some and sell a few along, help the channel out. Get some kind of income coming in. I've still got to finish up my axle cutter. And I still want, I've got one or two more things I need to finish up. And I've been working on my grinding too, getting all the metal and stuff up for my grinder. So I can do custom grinds on camshafts and stuff. And it's just everything's a work project. Yeah, I need to do it. Well, I ain't got time to do side bills with what's coming up. In Georgia, we do all the dollar stores, Dollar Generals. Once I get the engine unseized in 46, I'll get ATF out of the cylinders, WD-40, and turn it over and flush the rest of the fluid out. Bores, yeah, that's be good. Alright, Miss Mai, you take it easy, and I'll be looking for your new channel, girl. You have a good night and a blessed one. And I'll talk to you later, my friend. That's a sweet young lady with a heart of gold right there, people. Ow. But, yeah, I got so many projects and not enough time anymore. Bye, girlie. You have a good night and sweet dreams. But, I've got that Scorpion. I've got it taken apart and working on it right now. But I do have another one. Got a couple more. I'm going to talk Metal Boys and Havers on one. Yeah, David, glad to see you. Yeah, a 2-box Hello, how you doing? Glad James can make it tonight. Oh man, I'm a dragon today. I don't know why I slept to dinner today, and literally slept to dinner. About 11:30, 12 o'clock before I woke back up. Got up once. I'm glad to see you in here too, David. But I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Toolbox, appreciate you coming in. I'm just being me tonight, just kicking back, and that's the problem. Too many ideas, not enough time, or just cause I just like to build. Yeah. Now, cedar wood is expensive. I know that. I certainly do, cause I've seen the cedar wood. I priced some. I was going to build a cedar chest a couple years back, and I could buy one cheaper than I could build one for. It wouldn't been to my specifications, but it was actually cheaper than what the lumber was going to cost me. I think the lumber was going to cost me like $350, $400, and then I found one similar. It wasn't quite as large as the one I was wanting to build, but they wanted $200 for the cedar chest, so I didn't build one. Yeah, I got to get together. We're gonna be on live tomorrow night with Twisted R. We're gonna have Twisted said there's gonna be some. Twisted and Craig said there's gonna be some special guests on there, so that's gonna be cool. And be glad to see it. We all gonna reunite as one nation, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Supporting everybody and everybody supporting one another. Hmm. I don't know why I got these things over my ears tonight. I'm used to wearing them where I'm chatting on the thing. And I don't have to. I got the mic. Hmm. But I've got to go back. All right, Polar Bear. Now that ain't tired being off work for 3 weeks. You just take a long extended vacation. Yeah, my kids go back to school Monday. I don't think they're too happy about it. They're enjoying their time off. Now my daughter, she's took the cruise. Excuse me for yawning again, guys. And she's not feeling it. And my other, and all he wants to do right now, him and his buddy's been fishing all month, and that's what he's wanting to do some more fishing. Holiday shutdown and vacation. Wow. I hope I don't get shut down. I've been off work 11 years this month. Wow. That's a long vacation, Tractor. I know you got hurt and stuff. You got hurt about the same time I did then. Sure did. No, you can't complain about starting your second half of junior. I fell asleep after eating your pizza, David. Uh, I was on the phone, and then I took a nap, and then I got started on the live stream extremely late. It feels like I need to take another nap right now. Alright, guys, glad you could come in tonight. I just looked, and it's been an hour and 12 minutes. Took up a bunch of people's time, but I hope you enjoyed it and everything. Puller, I've been off work 11 years this month. Wow, my stream's getting crazy. Phone's not keeping. Okay, there we go. Well, my she's a senior this year, and it's just now hitting her that she's going to be graduating. Hitting her friends too. A lot of them she's friends with down in the lower grades, juniors and stuff. And a couple of them's pitching a fit because they're they're not going to have her to depend on next year. Sure not. Guys, I'm gonna let this run for a few. It's 13 minutes, so I'm gonna let it run to about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna sign off. And glad everybody come in. Hope you enjoyed tonight. I hope it was enjoyable for you just sitting here listening to old Buddy Dud old man talk. And maybe it's good for everybody. Stretch themselves out. Looks like I need to clean my desk off, huh? Anyway, on that note, guys, I'm gonna have to wind this thing up and shut it down. Everyone have a good night. If you like to listen to old man talk, those that don't know me, you like what I do, but you can't see it on account of that stupid copyright infringement, and I'm having to change everything. Hello, T&T, how you doing? Night, everyone. Hope you have a good one. T&T, I'll holler. I'll give everybody a holler next time before I go live. I'll figure out how to post it up, the little thing and the minutes and all that. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. Night Breezy, Night Puller, Night Treasure. But on that note, guys, I'm going to have to shut her down. Been on an hour and 15 minutes and count. And to everyone, have a good night, a good evening, better day tomorrow, and may God be with you in your travels and in your hearts and your minds. And night, Peeper, night, Matt. I don't care. hear about Yahoo Mail at this time. Not one at all. Later. It's been fun. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.